Okay, so we have a student with me who's just recently passed the DNB practicals, and I've brought her to you so that you can be guided regarding how to prepare for the practicals, what all is asked, what is the pattern. So, first of all, a hearty congratulations, dear, for passing the DNB theory as well as practicals.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
So I'll be just asking you quickly, what was your preparation like for the DNB practicals, and currently what is the DNB practicals pattern? Like, do you have one short case, two long cases, or you have two long cases, three short? How is it the
Yeah.
pattern there?
Ma'am, there are like 50-50 marks long case. Only two long cases are there,
Okay.
50-50 marks.
Okay.
There's no short case.
Okay.
And 100 marks, they will be having ward round. So for ward round, there will be a 60 marks ward round.
Okay.
So we had 4 patients. In our center, we had 4 patients.
Okay.
They had kept 4 patients and they were like, just talk to the patient and how will you counsel the patient and stuff. They had asked that.
Okay.
And 4 table vivas.
Okay.
One will be drugs and second will be instruments.
Okay.
And one will be NST, everything about that, USG.
What?
And specimen.
Okay.
And one will be labor. Pelvis
That means
and
that
the
good pelvis and baby, good pelvis. Okay.
Yeah, they told us to demonstrate how is the face to pubis delivery or breech delivery.
Okay.
That's like that.
The
And
mechanism and all, yeah. Okay.
yeah, and 100 marks is OSCE, ma'am. That is the pattern.
So that means total how many marks? You have 100 for the case?
300 marks.
Okay, 100 for the case, 100 for the rounds, 100 for OSCE. So then what about table viva? So you have 4, right? 4 stations in for table viva.
Yeah, ma'am. 100 marks, 4 table vivas plus ward rounds.
Okay. That means 300 marks. All right. So this long case was like obstetrics and gynae, or was it like both of them were obstetrics?
One was obstetrics, one was gynae.
All right. And how was your preparation? Like, how did you prepare for this?
Like, I was working, ma'am. So I was like thoroughly I prepared for 2 or maximum 3 months. And last 1 month, like 12 hours, more than 12 hours I read. Okay. And mostly for the cases, I had referred to your videos. I had written them, like fully whatever you were saying, I had written them. Okay. And like thrice I had revised, like twice or thrice maximum. I revised whatever you said. Okay. And secondly, for a basic, like, because you, in your videos, you have just explained from the management. Right. And in the exam also, they just ask those things only. Yeah. Management and after that. Means they'll ask you the case and then they'll go to the management because they have only 15 minutes.
Exactly. So
they just take the them.
Okay, so students, can you please ponder over this thing? Very important. Like, you will be having a lot of things are there on YouTube also, but you have to segregate them as a postgraduate level Viva from an undergraduate level Viva. So what happens is that in undergraduate level, the history and the examination is given a lot of importance. So they, the Viva hovers around those important points. How did you go for Kupu-Swami classification? What exactly it is? The division of calorie intake and the family history. So it does not have a lot of vital importance until and unless the case is like that. All right. Like, for example, anemia and pregnancy, if you're saying it's because of nutritional anemia, maybe they'll ponder more on your, calorie intake and stuff. But if it's suppose, a heart disease, why will they ponder so much on, what is the calorie intake and, all that? So what basically happens at postgraduate level is that all these things are for taken, all right? You've reached that level after crossing that undergraduate level. So the Viva is accordingly. Thanks a lot for clearing that thing out because, students, they mess up so much in the examination and, history taking that they forget what exactly is expected of them and then they start fumbling, which is definitely not your level. Your level is right from management point. That's very good. Thank you so much. Anything else that you would like to mention, how to go about, any problem that you faced, something that just came out of the blue for you people, that you were not prepared of?
Actually, OSCE is like tricky. Means you can't tell how the OSCE will go. So you can't fully prepare for the OSCE. So you just go thorough with all these things like instruments and everything, drugs. And from that only 50% of this OSCE will come.
Okay.
Like 10 or 15 questions will be from all the cases. Means I had remembered like we had one case about one amenorrhea or kind of thing. So from that you have explained primary amenorrhea and secondary amenorrhea in your case discussion.
Yeah.
So from that only many of the things will come. So you don't need to go extra for the OSCE. You have to practice. But you have to practice OSCE because it's only 1 minute. So you have to need to have a practice of OSCE.
Correct.
So people have to do at least 20 or 30 OSCE per day with time. Like they have to put a timer and do it.
All right. So OSCE is one thing for which I always have a lot of queries. There are many students who are more bothered because all the other things were like the pattern was the same before. All right. But OSCE is something which has recently been added and people don't have a lot of, clarity regarding how, whether it will be a lengthy question, whether it will be just a, MCQ type of question. So OSCE is slightly different. It can be anything right from, showing the images to giving a case scenario to a simple thrown question. Okay, like what do you mean by this? And of course, you'll have subtypes from the similar case scenario. That is also possible. So I have my OSCE,
I had gone through that also. That also helped, ma'am.
Yeah.
And but you need to practice. I had practiced from one more book when you get a question and model papers. That also you get for us practice. Otherwise, it's all about whatever knowledge they can ask anything.
Correct. Absolutely. So I think that solves a lot of our doubts regarding practicals. What was the pattern? How is it conducted? And what are the sudden googly questions, sudden thrown things at you for which you might not be prepared. A grand Viva round and stuff is mostly about post-op complications and what you look for. Mostly the ward round is for post-op complications.
Ward round is for post-op mostly, ma'am. Yes. And they had a molar pregnancy case also. Yeah. So that was a little bit tricky and I didn't understand what to say in that. Otherwise, there was a normal PNC patient.
Yeah. So, okay. I've recently taken a class on GTD, mainly because of the fact my opening line is that it's definitely an important case, but usually a lost case when we are studying for our practicals. Why? Because we always think that, what basic questions are asked is from, hypertensive disorders or, GDM or FGR. But if there is a treated case of, let's say, vesicovaginal fistula or GTD, it can be thrown in your ward round. This is one of my opening lines. So that can definitely be asked. And for any clarity, I've made it very, very simple in both my class that I've taken and also in the case discussion. So thank you so much, Beta. It was really nice talking to you and my heartfelt congratulations. I'm so proud of you. You were a very sweet student of mine and student who made me also, abreast with all the latest as much as I could to give you that knowledge. So thanks. It was really nice talking to you and my best wishes for your future.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, Beta. Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, I'm done. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.